guys, welcome to episode 3 of Up Pompey, my YouTube series on Football Manager 2016 with Portsmouth. As I've explained in the first two episodes, I am a Portsmouth fan, so that is why I wanted to focus on using Portsmouth in FM16, have a real save with them. I haven't done it properly for a couple of years now. I tend to have my first save be with Portsmouth, and then once I get to a point where I'm bored of that, say, I'll choose a team in another country. I've managed in Italy, France, Spain, everywhere really. I've even managed Premier League sides. I managed Everton, Tottenham, teams like that. So basically, the first thing I want to go over in this episode is the tactics. Now, someone did comment on one of my videos. I think it was the second episode, saying that I hadn't gone over tactics, which I am really sorry. They completely passed me, to be honest. I didn't think about it at all. Basically, this is the tactic we've been using at home. It's very attacking, 4-2-3-1 kind of style. This is the instructions I've been using. If you want to, this is actually off the internet. It's one that I found during beta online, and I've sort of adapted it to my own way. So if you want to pause at this point, feel free. As I say, this is the home formation I've been using. Lower tempo, not wasting time at all, quite wide. Higher defensive line, always prevent short goal kick distributions, always. I always have done. Especially now that I've brought in someone who's actually able to do that really well with his preferred role and position. So yeah, that's my my home formation. Feel free to pause at this point. And then my away formation. Usually I use this on counters for the tricky away matches. A lot of it is going to be similar, but a lot of it's going to be a lot different. Like at this point, we time waste occasionally, because as annoying as it is in person to watch other teams time waste against you, I think we'll allow it if it means that we manage to pick up 3 points in a very tight game. So again, feel free to pause at that point. Again, it's another 4-2-3-1. The roles as well in the attacking one, I think they're relatively similar. Yeah, you got limited defenders, fullback and limited fullbacks there. Ball winning midfielder and box to box midfielder. That's someone I'm going to have to look into getting a box to box midfielder ready for, well, probably in January now, or maybe even on loan, if I can. That would be very helpful. Inside forward winger, I've been using them really. It's a case of like Carl Bennett, he's better as a winger. Adam McGurk, better as an inside forward. So that's kind of how I've been thinking of it that way. Again, inside forward McGurk, winger Carl Bennett, with Matt Tubbs as a poacher there. Central midfielder and a ball-winning midfielder rather than a box-to-box midfielder and a ball-winning midfielder. This way, it's the central midfielder sits, doesn't go forward towards the opposition's box. He just sits in that area rather than running and wearing himself out, basically, trying to join the attacks. He just controls this kind of area, and luckily Danny Hollins is pretty good at that. So yeah, that is basically the tactics. Now, I have made another transfer. Let's have a look. Mason Bennett from Derby. A lot of people will remember him from 2015. He was a good player for lower league teams in the first couple of seasons on 2015, and usually became a decent enough player in the Championship / Premier League. He was a defensive forward, which is kind of why like I was saying about bringing in Bennett and having him as a defensive forward, because, you know, with Chaplin being a shadow striker, he can play off of Bennett, and Bennett as a defensive forward is the player that's going to be closing down the goalkeeper with the whole prevent the goalkeeper's distribution, short distribution. We're trying to force them into kicking the ball long, so hopefully we can pick it up somewhere in this area, maybe even back here, and then rebuild an attack, and it's been working pretty well so far. I'll go back into the schedule. Basically, obviously you saw our 4-2 win at home against Dagenham. We've had a very good start to the League Two season. We followed that with a 3-1 loss away at Charlton in the Cup. Now, McGurk's own goal after 1 minute was terrible, but then he scored a fantastic equaliser 1 minute later. So I sort of forgot about the own goal. Jordan Cousins made it 2-1 in the 15th minute, and we lasted until the 76th minute. And I wasn't too upset with our performance. We didn't do badly. Managed to have 7 shots, only 3 on target, but we gave away a lot of fouls. They only gave away 1 foul all game. That is very impressive. Very impressive, and considering they had the majority of possession as well. But yeah, that's that. That was that first game. Right, secondly, well, sorry, that was the second game. Third game, fantastic 2-0 win away at Plymouth. This was the first game that I used our defensive style in. I didn't use it against Charlton. I was trying to sort of adjust our attacking one to see if we could have any luck with that. But this is where we used our defensive formation for the first time. Carl Bennett and Matt Tubbs with the goals. And again, very, very happy with this. 16 shots away at Plymouth, 5 on target, 55% possession. That's very, very good for us. I was very happy. Next up, Crawley away, Matt Tubbs in the 6th minute. We rode our luck very much in this game. We had a lot of shots, not many on target, a lot of possession, but we did give away a penalty in the 72nd minute, which was saved incredibly. It was the first penalty I've seen on Football Manager 2016, and it was saved. Well done, Brian Murphy. They also had a goal disallowed. Let's see if I can remember who it was scored by. I think it was this guy. Was it? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, he scored in around about the 80th minute, and it was disallowed for offside. So we got away with it, and then we followed that with a 2-1 win at home against Morecambe. 2-0 up, McGurk and Bennett, with O'Donnell getting the goal back in the 64th minute. Possession again, absolutely dominated as far as possession goes, and we did end the game with 10 men. Michael Doyle was sent off, meaning he will miss this game today against Luton. Now, that's a bit of a pity because he is a very good midfielder. Just having a look at how we're doing at the moment. Currently up in the top, obviously. 4 wins from 4 with a +6 goal difference, 12 points. You've got Wickham there. Let's have a look at the bottom half. Dagenham and Accrington. Accrington still on 0 points. Dagenham actually managed to draw against Leyton Orient at 3-3. But yeah, it's quite interesting how the table's forming at the moment. Leyton Orient are up there, as you can imagine. Luton up in 6th. So we've got today Oxford, Plymouth just outside. So it's going to be an interesting one. Looking at our players, top goal scorers, McGurk and Bennett each with 3, considering they've been playing as wide attacking midfielders. I'm very happy with how they've been doing. Christian Burgess is the highest average rating, most assists. We've got 8 players with 1 assist each. It's good to see that not just one player is getting all of our assists. Danny Hollands with the best pass completion. Player of the match awards, Murphy, McGurk, Bennett, Burgess and Cameron Gale, each with 1. Ender Stevens and Fotheringham with 3 yellow cards each, most yellow cards, and most red cards, Michael Doyle with 1. So it's going to be an interesting one to see basically how we get on today. Another thing I'm wanting to do with this series, I'm thinking about doing, is having obviously you get the goal of the month awards and things like that, but what I want to do is I want to pick 3 goals from between each episode, and I'm going to put them at the end of, say, this episode here. Put them at the end of it, and then I want you guys to choose which one you think. Well, if you pick all 3, put them in the order of which you think is the best goal. Obviously, I'll pick the original 3 because you guys won't have seen a lot of the goals. But then it gives you a chance to be a bit more interactive with me, and hopefully you, me, in that case, come back and think, oh, I wonder how good the goals are at the end of this episode and things like that. It's just another little thing we can add to it to go forward, really. So anyway, as I think that's it. I think it's time to get into the next game against Luton. Right, we're going to start on this counter-attacking formation. Obviously, Michael Doyle's out, so who's going to be better in there? Atangana? I think Atangana is a ball-winning midfielder. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best. Mind you, James Dunn. I could bring in James Dunn, but I don't know. Yeah, let's bring in James Dunn. I think he hasn't played for me yet. Mainly because he's on the transfer list. I haven't had Ben Davies in the team yet either, so I'm gonna consider bringing him in. Yeah, I'll bring him in. Oh, hang on, actually, no, I can't have him there, can I? Where is Fotheringham? Close. Fotheringham, I think. Or Atangana? No, Fotheringham. No, hang on, I will go Atangana there. I think. Yep, that'll do me. So that is going to be the team for today. Murphy, Stevens, Shitu, Burgess, Gale, Dunn, Hollands, Bennett, Chaplin, McGurk, and Tubbs up top on his own. May, I think he's doing well so far this season. So if it comes to it, I've always got Mason Bennett and James Stockley on the bench to kind of liven things up at the front. Got Kwame on the bench in case McGurk or Bennett have to come off. I'd rather it was McGurk came off for Kwame. Got Clark, Atangana, Davies, and Paul Jones in goal, just in case the worst was to happen. So here we go. Who they got out? They got Macau Smith out. Alex Lawless is out. Stephen O'Donnell's doubtful, as is Alex Atkinson. Don't know who they are. A lot of those players. Apart from, I mean, Macau Smith, obviously everyone knows who he is, but yeah, that's fine. James Dunn will be fine. Can't separate them. Well, I must admit, I'd be happy with a draw here. I would take a draw all day, any day of the week at the moment, considering how well both teams have started. A 0-0 would do me nicely. So here we go. We've got to be hoping that we can pick up 3 points. Obviously, that would be very nice. Just don't give away anything stupid early on, boys. No? Okay. Oh, thank God for that. Let's have a look. Quite interested to see the table. Right, here we go. Stevens now. Stevens ball in. Chaplin! Oh, Connor Chaplin! Connor Chaplin with his first goal of the season. It's 1-0 Portsmouth. That's a brilliant start. And as things stand, 5 wins from 5. Incredible. Absolutely fantastic. Stevens throws it in. Bennett heads it out, or was it the defender heads it out? Ball comes in from Stevens, and Chaplin able to just flick the header in off the post. And it's 1-0 Portsmouth. Great start. Shitu now. Done. Shitu to Tubbs. That's well played. Tubbs out wide to Bennett. Bennett, can he swing the ball in? Bennett's cut inside here. He's gone for goal, but it's wide. Well wide. Tyler clears it away. It's headed forward again. Done. Bennett now to Chaplin. Chaplin, can he do anything here? Tubbs tackled. It's fallen to Bennett though. Bennett, can he get down the wing and swing the ball in? He can. He's down the wing. Cross is blocked by Cuthbert and ball's cleared away, but Shitu. Oh, it's pulled from Shitu. Now Luton are on the break. McCoy. Oh, thank God for that. I was lucky. I think they came off the post and then hit Gale. Court's ball in. Blocked by Hollands. Ball in again. Doyle. Cuthbert now. Out wide. Ball comes in. Gale clears it away. He should have just let that go for a goal kick. But 1-0 still. We've not had a huge amount. I mean, we've had 2 highlights so far. We're starting to get a lot of possession here. Yeah, our finishing is letting us down a little bit. I don't know what that'll do. But here we go, McGurk. Done. Oh, he's at the post. Oh, what a good start that would have been for Dunn this season. Alright, it's 1-0 at half time. I'm happy with how things are going. I have no complaints whatsoever. As such, Matt Tubbs on 6.3. Do I bring him off now or bring him off later? I'll bring him off later, I think. Let's give him a chance to change that. We've still only had 4 shots all game, 1 on target, but we're dominating possession. So Hollands, McGurk, Hollands again, Tubbs, done. There's 3 balls given away. O'Brien to Tyler. Tyler plays it long. It's headed away by Burgess. That's well in. Chaplin now. Tubbs. Go on, mate. Tubbs. Oh, it's wide. I think give it 5-10 more minutes and I'll make my first sub. I think I'll bring Matt Tubbs off. Yeah, I'm going to do it now, I think. Let's bring Tubbs off. Go for Mason Bennett. Have him as a defensive forward. Chase down the man in possession and loose balls and generally stop the opposing defence having any time on ball. That's what I wanted. Right, support. So yeah, as things stand, we're still 1-0 up thanks to Connor Chaplin's first half goal. Last time we scored early though, we very nearly conceded at the end. In fact, we did concede at the end and it was disallowed. So there's a few players starting to get a bit tired. I may well look into subbing them. Done to Hollands. Hollands back to Shitu. Balls up wide to Bennett. Done. Shitu again. Hollands. Done. It's a lovely passing play. Chaplin. Connor Chaplin. Can he thread a ball through McGurk? Oh, that's a lovely play. Bennett. Bennett's ball in. Ah, Chaplin just wide. Just wide. It's cleared away. Gale. Burgess header. That's picked up by Tyler. I think this is the point now. 89 minutes gone. It's time to make a couple of subs now. Atangana can come in there. And Shitu's going to come off for Matt Clark. And hopefully that will shore things up a little bit and mean that we can hold on to this lead. Let's go defensive for the next couple of minutes. That should be it. Murphy, yes, that's it. Connor Chaplin's goal. The only thing that separates the two teams. And incredibly, we are top of the table with 5 wins from 5 at the start of the season. This is probably the longer this goes, obviously the happier I'll be. And I don't know. I really don't know what to say. We've been brilliant. We've only conceded 3 goals all season. Brian Murphy has been fantastic in goal for us. Look at that, 6.93 there, 2 clean sheets. Anyway, to form in the last 5 matches. Look at this. Where is it? Here we go. Morecambe, Crawley, Plymouth, Morecambe and Crawley, 6.7s, 7.5 against Plymouth, 9.3 against Charlton. He has been brilliant for us so far. So, yeah, that is basically, you know exactly what that means for the table. We are still top. There's 5 wins from 5 in the league. Say we're still top. Wycombe, Plymouth are up to third, sorry. 1 place off second, 1 point off second as well. Luton have dropped all the way down to 11th, following their 2nd loss of the season. Dagenham and Redbridge won. And Stevenage, and they've jumped a few spots. Considering Stevenage are up here as well, that's not a bad result. Just going to have a look at the other tables. That was League 1. League 2, Millwall, Sheffield United are top 2. They're currently in the automatic places. Anyone really struggling? That Blackpool down in 18th. That's not a surprise. Bradford are struggling. Peterborough, bottom of the table. They really are struggling. In Championship, Sheffield Wednesday are down there. Birmingham and Leeds. Brighton in 16th. They're currently 2nd in real life. Hull are currently top in real life. They're up in 6th. Middlesbrough, you'd expect to be up there. Derby, 5 wins from 5 as well. I'm guessing they're the only team that... Yep, us and Derby are the only teams with 5 wins from 5. Chelsea and Tottenham have a chance of keeping that going, though. Tottenham having a fantastic start of the season. Beat Man City 1-0. You got Arsenal, City, Man United. We won't talk about 6th place. Liverpool, Swansea, Everton. Down the bottom, Newcastle, Sunderland in the bottom 3. Bournemouth have already won. They beat Palace 2-0. It's not bad. I'm interested to know who Tottenham will beat. City, Norwich, Leicester and Watford. Chelsea beating Sunderland, Newcastle, West Brom and Villa. We won't go into this too much. So yeah, anyway, thank you once again for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, if you want to see more, please, um, just hit that likes and subscribe buttons. It really would mean the world to me if you could do that. Also, if you could leave a comment, let me know if there's anything you'd rather I did differently, anything you'd rather, or anything like that at all, anything you'd like to see from me. It gives me a couple of days there to sort of collect any comments together, any ideas together, and look into how we can incorporate that. So, as I said earlier, after this episode, we are going to be having a little bit after I've finished goal of the month kind of competition. You guys can choose what goal you think is the best that we've scored. So yeah, anyway, thank you, as I say, thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Well, guys, those were the candidates for our goal of the month this month. It has been a very good month. It's been quite tough. There was a toss-up between. I said that I'd have three goals. There was a toss-up between four. There was another goal, but because I thought that obviously one of the players would have had two, I decided to go with the other goal. It's just as good a goal, really. Just a quick note, we will be coming back at this point for the game against Exeter at home. Between now and then, we've got Accrington at home, Barnet at home, 2 away games at Oxford and Bristol Rovers. 3 tough games there. I'd expect to beat Accrington. Not too sure about these 3. They're going to be tough. And then, of course, Exeter at home, which will lead us nicely into October. So, once again, thank you for watching, and please, just comment down the bottom. Tell me which goals of the 3 you thought was the best, which goal you thought was second best and third best. Hopefully you all agree that they are very good goals. As I said, I'm very happy with how we've been playing. So yeah, thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you on the 29th of the 9th 2015 in game. Cheers, bye.